everybody. Welcome back to the Spiral Podcast. Today's reaction podcast where I talk about anything I've seen on social media and get my thoughts and opinions on it. So let's jump right into it. The first one I saw was somebody asking, who would you rather take for your team, Ryan Williams or Jerimiah Smith? So, I'd rather take Jerimiah Smith, actually. Neither are bad. Both of them are playing out of their minds so far. It's actually insane that they're both freshmen. Ryan Williams is only 17 years old, by the way. But Jeremiah Smith, he just has the ability to make big plays. Like, I think just as well as Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams might edge him out a little bit, but overall, I think they're pretty equal in that respect. But I think where Jeremiah Smith shines above Ryan Williams is that he's just able to be a receiver, like a general receiver, better than Ryan Williams is, in my opinion. I think he's just more developed. Once Jeremiah Smith is more developed, he'll be able to be even better. But Jeremiah Smith, he'll take a screen for 60 yards. He'll be able to get you that first down that you need. He's more reliable in my opinion. He's able to catch those 10-yard passes over the middle better than I think Ryan Williams is. And once he gets more developed, he'll be able to do that better. Same with Ryan Williams as well. But overall, I just think Jeremiah Smith is better. But yeah, like I said, both of them are amazing players. And then the next thing I saw was from Fox. And they said, who is the Heisman frontrunner? And they had Travis Hunter, Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, and Ashton Genty. So really, I think it comes down to Milroe and Hunter. Although I would say Ashton Genty from Boise State is probably third. Just because I think Cam Ward, after that really big scare from Virginia Tech, I just don't think he deserves, honestly, to be in the Heisman contention. Especially when you got guys like Hunter and Milroe who are just clearly better than him, in my opinion. Although he's really good, but, I just think they're a step above him right now. Jalen Milroe, he has a 72 completion percentage with almost 1,000 yards passing. Plus, he leads the team in rushing, or he ties the team with rushing with 273 yards on 52 carries, and has an additional 8 touchdowns running. So he has 18 total touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards passing with 273 rushing yards. That's insane. And I just think he has to be the Heisman winner. I think he is right now. He would be the Heisman winner. Just, he beat that Georgia team. Georgia, really solid team. I just think, like, number 2 team in the country. I just don't know if Travis Hunter can really elevate your team that much. And I know it's about position players, so if you look at position, like Travis Hunter, he has 561 yards on 46 catches for 6 touchdowns, plus 2 interceptions when he plays DB. And, it's insane how many snaps he plays, but I just think the problem with Travis Hunter is that, yes, he might be the best football player, but you have to look statistically, honestly, and it's going to be hard for him to catch up. If he were to be a wide receiver or be just a DB, I think he would easily win it. Maybe not easily, but I think he'd have a better chance because he can rack up stats all year for that one position. Whereas when he's playing both, it's hard to equally, get Heisman stats in both categories, which if he does, man, then give it to him, okay? But right now, I think Jalen Milroe coming off that huge win, I think that boosts him a ton. I just think there's no quarterback that's doing it better than him right now, and that's just quite honest. And to be honest, the Heisman really favors quarterbacks, so if Jalen Milroe keeps on this pace, then it's going to be really hard for him to not win the Heisman, in my opinion. And then the third thing I saw, so I've been seeing a lot about Desmond Howard, and I looked into it, and this is what he said on, I believe it was game day. He said, so pretty much Ohio State took the whole month off. I'm just saying, they haven't played anybody. Week 5, and they have not played a Power 4 team. That's crazy. Okay, then let's look at Michigan's schedule last year, if it matters so much. And if it's so crazy that they haven't played anybody. So Michigan didn't actually play any good team until the third to last game of the whole season. That's crazy. And that was Penn State, by the way. Actually, our schedule this year is way harder than theirs last year because we played Notre Dame and stuff, and we had other way more solid teams. All right, and then you'll probably see the Michigan schedule behind me. I'm looking at it. Their non-conference was cupcakes. I think the hardest one might have been Bowling Green. Which is crazy, by the way. And then they played Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan State, then they had a bye week, and then they had Purdue. So all those teams were super easy wins for them. And yes, they were Power 5 teams, but I mean, none of those teams were really good last year. And then they played Penn State, and then after Penn State, they played Maryland. So, their last 3 games were kind of tough, but other than that, their schedule is so easy. So, if schedule, I don't really think schedule is that important. Like, I think it is, but this year is not as important as it maybe was. But, I mean, it's crazy, bro. And this year, I think Ohio State's schedule is actually pretty comparable to Michigan's. I think Michigan's is harder, but it's not like that much harder. So it just doesn't matter, honestly. And I think I think it's really just creating a lot of drama that doesn't really need to be there in the first place. But um, if you're gonna talk about schedule, then we can talk about schedule, bro. Because if you want to hate on Ohio State, then people can hate on Michigan just as much and just as easily. So uh, that's my takes on what I've seen on social media this week. Let me know if you guys agree with my opinions because some of you might not. But be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.